Hey, shalom, 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 shalom. I got to the hopefully elect of Israel. First off, I want to start off and give all honors and infinite praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who taught us his truth and who rule well. Peace and safety and salutations out there to you sincere and you hopefully elect, scattered abroad across the four winds of this earth. All right, I'm your fellow servant, Malaakia. All right, coming in. All right, with another lesson today. It's going to be a quick lesson. Just basically just going over the different things concerning, the financial markets, things concerning, job reports, the ending of Q4, looking at the things that's happening in between with the banks, things that's happening across world wide geopolitics, and hey, man, things are getting tighter. All right. 2026 is going to be a year where things are going to get very, very tight. Okay. The squeeze is coming upon the Americans. Okay. And also upon our people, man. You so-called blacks, Latino, Native American Indians. You see, this is the year that the Lord is bringing the pain, okay, unto the inhabitants of the earth, and especially the people over here in America, man. Okay, so I got a quick couple videos going into just a little bit going into job losses, and also another video going into um uh here with this with these guys that work at the oil rigs and it's hey man, it's gonna get to a point to where we're getting ready to start seeing skyrocketed prices, okay, eventually. Okay. They keep telling you that the economy is good, that gas is below what they say, $3, $4. Okay, but all this is getting ready to end real soon, man, because they can't keep up with the lies much sooner. Okay, so I'm gonna play this video quick going into with the oil, okay, and then we're gonna get the one with the job next. Okay. So this is from Jay Reed. There is no work. Oil worker says the industry is collapsing and they are losing money. So I'm gonna read here in the description. It says an oil worker says jobs have dried up, hours are disappearing, and paychecks are shrinking as the energy industry faces growing pressure. It says from delayed projects to companies cutting back, workers say that the slowdown is hitting them directly, even if headlines don't reflect it yet. Okay, because it's showing you this is the stuff that's happening within the background. Okay, this is the stuff that is um being hidden, okay, from the masses so that the people don't panic. It says in this video, we break down what workers on the ground are seeing while oil jobs are becoming less reliable and how market shifts, pricing pressure, and uncertainty are impacting livelihoods. Okay, because this is getting to the point to where a lot of people are going to start losing things. Okay, people are trying to pick up on different hours on their job, get overtime, taking different shifts, taking on different jobs. Okay, but it's getting to the point to where there is not going to be any work. Let me get that right quick and yeah, let me get that right quick and what's that we'll come back to this in Isaiah. It's the book of Isaiah because time is getting short. It's the book of Isaiah, all right, chapter 19 and verse 17. Neither shall there be any work for Egypt, which the head or tail, branch, or rush may do. Okay, and this is what we're seeing. Okay, it's getting to the point to where there's not going to be any work for Egypt. Okay, meet another one here in the book of Isaiah, chapter 24. Get straight to the point. Mm. Because this is what we Isaiah 24 and verse 8. It says, the mirth of the tabret ceaseth, the noise of them that rejoice endeth, the joy of the harp ceaseth. And this is what we see. We seen it just now with so-called Christmas, even with the what's that with the New Year's and also with the different holiday with the Thanksgiving, Thanksgiving. All right. All right, but these different various holidays we're seeing that the mirth, okay, the music, you know, the that those different people that would be in those different spirits, the holiday spirit, so to say. All right, all of this is ending. You can see it. It's not. I didn't even know it was Christmas, so-called Christmas, when it happened. It's treated like a regular day now. Same thing with New Year's. You got a lot of people that I'm going to the stores. A lot of people they was at the store just spending money. But you got a lot of people right now that don't have no money. They don't have no job, and it's going to catch up to these Babylonians. It says they shall not drink wine with the song. Strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it. The city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up that no man may come in. And we're coming into that time. Different buildings shutting down. Okay. Houses, foreclosure. That's another video that I could have put on. But, just for the sake of time, I'm not even going to play all those different videos. But the housing market is crashing hard and fast, especially here in Florida. Okay. The city of confusion is broken down. This city, this great city here, Babylon, America, okay, it's being broken down bit by bit. It says there is a cry for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone. So all that happy mirth spirit, you going out to go always out to eat, spending money, going shopping, buying. Hey, it was another video too as well. Okay, going into how people are returning back the things, their gifts and the presents. Okay, what they got from each other. So these people are hurting. They're still putting on the facade. Okay, it says, "In the city is left desolation, and the gate is smitten with destruction." Okay, every corner of the size of here in America, Babylon the Great, everybody is hurting. Okay, and it's only going to increase. The squeeze is only going to increase. Okay, so let's go ahead and just get into the
Hey
video
man,
right
if you're in
quick.
the oil and gas industry, listen up. Oil is about $56 a barrel. Okay, I'm gonna lodge here in Pecos, Texas. See all those buildings behind me? Look how empty it is. Jeez. There ain't any trucks, there ain't any vehicles over there. You out here, man, working, be thankful.
He said, if you got you a job, you out here, you working. He's saying for you to be thankful. Whether you at McDonald's, you could be at a gas station, or wherever. It could be a blue collar job. If you got your job and you're working right now, hey, you pretty good right now. Because there's a lot of people right now that are hurting. They don't have no money. They don't have no job. They can't even afford to even go to the job. This is where we at in America.
That dude ran off a job from just running his mouth. There are a lot of hungry people out here, man. And they'll outwork you. They'll stay longer. They'll do whatever it takes, especially in this economy. Empty. There's 400 plus rooms here. There's like 30 vehicles in the parking lot.
And it's usually a lot of people there because this is in the oil industry. Okay, it's always booming. So why you think things is happening going over there with Venezuela? U.S. is taking oil. Okay, hey, it's about to
So
get real, man.
watch your P's and Q's.
This video is going viral all over social media, and basically his claim is that the oil industry is collapsing. And I'm not an oil expert, and shout out to the creator. His name is Oilfield Dad. I'm actually going to link his video in the description below, but you guys can see it right here in the bottom right corner. But it is insane to see how bad it is, guys.
Well, we have $55 oil now, and gas prices are starting to drop, and everyone's happy. except for people in the oil and gas business. You know, people in the oil business are losing jobs. Thousands of them will be let go. And yes,
Yeah, and thousands will be let go. Okay, and that, hey, it's only going to increase. Okay, because you're seeing that how what they're trying to do, they're trying to bring in this whole system. Okay, this whole digital infrastructure system. Okay, they're going to need it. Okay, they say they have enough energy. Okay, they're trying to go, clean energy and not use the oil. They're trying to take their dependency from off the oil. Okay, Esau Edom is trying to move strategic. Okay, but at the same time, it's hurting the American people.
oil prices keep dropping because we're in a recession. Yeah, the demand for oil is very, very low. So just so everybody knows, that's not good. It's not good when you have a situation like this, because now this is exactly what's going to happen. Thousands and thousands of oil workers here in the United States are going to lose their job. A lot of wells are going to be turned off because there's no interest in pumping out oil for $55.
Yeah, because they're gonna say there like he was going into. All right, the demand, the demand. If there's no demand for it, and they're gonna shut off the valves, it's gonna bring in another reaction. All right, towards that.
There just isn't. But just know this: when the economy does turn, and it will eventually turn when this administration goes away, things will get better eventually. And when they do, it's going to be very, very hard to push oil like we have been, because so many wells and so many companies will be damaged by what's going on right now.
It's very strategic. They're making their dependency, all right, upon Esau Edom. Okay, they're making it even more harder. Okay, for the people. Right now, that's why they keep saying it on the news. Or Trump, he keeps stating it. Hey, gas is cheap, gas is low. Yeah, man, for right now. But eventually, when they crank everything up back to how they want it, this basically just going into this before this reset, there's gonna be a lot of people that's really gonna be hurting. Prepare for higher electricity bills, higher gas, higher food, etc. Esau Edom is doing it strategically, man. Okay, to drive up the prices, man. They're getting ready to crash the system, man. Eventually,
So enjoy the low gas prices right now, because in the next few years, it's going to be extremely high.
and it may not even take years at the rate of how everything is going. It could be
We're
months.
talking $5, $6 a gallon, and there's nothing we can do about it. It's coming.
And there's so many industries. It's not just the oil and gas.
And let me speed up to the next one. I think this is one. This is one of them. Let me get this piece.
That I spent 34 years in don't give a shit about the end of the year or the holidays. Unless it's really slow, unless it's really bad times. Yeah, ain't nobody drilling wells or completing wells getting time off because it's the end of the year or because it's the holiday. That's not a thing. I mean, literally the only people I think it would slow down is maybe salespeople. And they are the most non-essential people on the planet. The people that do the work are still working. So the EIA recently put this out. You see that right there? That is production dropping in the Permian for the first time since COVID, and only the second time since the beginning of the shale revolution, so around 2010 or 11. We've lost roughly 80 rigs that are drilling for oil, and we've lost 56 or 7 frac spreads. And the vast, vast majority of that is all in the Permian Basin. If you're in the business and someone tells you it slows down at the end of the year or for the holidays, just disregard anything else they say.
Yeah, and seeing that graph, guys, when we talk about Trump and everybody saying, oh, drill, baby, drill. But when I see things like this, it makes me wonder, like, are we really drilling?
They're not drilling. All right? Because they're getting ready to reprice everything and structure everything to the point to where it's gonna starve the Americans out, man, because they're pushing everybody into a corner, man. This is all leading up to Revelation 13. This is just a part of it. Okay? So now, um, instead of this video, let's see. Let me see, what was it?
Layoff.
Okay, it was here. Now, bring it to this guy.
Employees. But let's just go straight to the story.
The Tyson plant gave us notice of a layoff procedure, warn notice, over a week ago. They'll be closing their facility as of January 20th, impacting 3,200 individuals for the community of Lexington. The general mood of the individuals coming in for our services, of course, is anxiety. What do I do next? Will I have a job? Where do I go? And what do I do from here? Tyson workers make up about 3,200 of the population of 11,000 of Lexington, and so they have a great impact upon the culture, schools, and everything that a community is comprised of.
I have 4 kids. My oldest is 21. I have one that is 13. I have one that is 11, and I have one that is 8. So when I told them, their reaction was to cry. They were mad. And I'm guessing that was just a reaction because they were heartbroken.
Yep, because they know that their life has changed. Here it is. You have this woman. I don't know if she has a husband or anything. Probably don't. All right. So they don't have the mom doesn't have a job anymore. You have the children there. They're mad because now they're gonna have to try to figure out something now, man. Now they're being pushed into a corner. And this is just gonna be the state of every especially every woman, all right, who don't have a man, who don't have some help. Her and her children, you're gonna see a lot of them on the side of the streets crying, asking and begging for help. And it's gonna be people that's just gonna be driving by. It's gonna be people walking inside the store, getting groceries, and walking past them. This is the reality that we're getting ready to come into. You're getting ready to start seeing a lot of people coming up to you begging, asking for food. Not money. They're gonna ask for begging for food and shelter. There's gonna be selfish women that's gonna leave their children. This is the times we're coming into the great squeeze. So the people that's inside this little town, okay, they're gonna be affected because this is a place of where a lot of workers were that live within that town. So now you shut the whole plant down, and that was probably a major source where a lot of people in that town would go. Now the people are gonna have to try to scuffle and try to find another job. But there is no work. There are no jobs, as we just read earlier, man. Let me get this here in the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 12. It reads, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened. Okay? The grinders cease because they are few, grinding. Okay, you know how they say it in the world, oh man, I'm finna go grind and get this money. All right. They're gonna put something to work to get a benefit from it. Okay, but with the times we coming into, the jobs, man, all right, they are going to cease more than what you see right now. They said 2026 prepare for more layoffs in the thousands, and that's what we're seeing. Okay, we seen it last at the end of what Q3, Q4. We've seen a plethora of many of the different jobs decrease. all right, get taken away. Government jobs get taken away. Women losing their jobs. 2026 is just only going to escalate more and more. Okay, with the integration of AI. Okay, with the changing of the system. Us being in a recession, jobs are going to close down. They can't afford. There's going to be more layoffs, furloughs. It says, and those that look out of the windows be darkened. Okay, there's going to be people looking out trying to see, is there any type of hope? Okay, it's going to be no hope. All right, it's going to be it's going to be weary. It's going to be like a shadow. Them trying to look in between a clear glass. All right, but it's just nothing but fog. Okay, it's going to be a blockade, and that's what the people are noticing. No way out. Verse 4, and the door shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. This is what we're seeing currently. Okay? The sound of the grinding is low. This is where we at. You don't hear nobody keep saying, "Oh, hopefully they'll get this job." You don't see the now hiring job signs anymore. You don't see people lining up going to the different what they would call them. Shit, damn, what the hell would they call them? Where the people would line up job fairs. You don't see any job fairs. You see any type of jobs online? Those are jobs that's just made up. Psst, this is what we're coming into. Okay, serious, serious times, man. Let me play a little bit more, then we can close out.
They don't want to go anywhere. This is their home.
These plants have been underutilized, and we have a shortage of cattle out there in the U.S., and because of that, very vulnerable.
A manufactured famine is happening too, right along with these shutdowns of these different plants. Just what years ago, I think it was, I don't know if it wasn't last year. I think it was, I believe it was the year before, where they had planes so-called crashing, okay, into these different meat plants, meat plants catching on fire all of a sudden. You had different meat plants where they said they had to go in and euthanize a lot of the cattle and the poultry. They're taking the land away from the farmers. Yo, man, this is where we
That
at.
somebody might shut down. Really, my heart was broken over the change of what it does to our community. We have a very strong community in Lexington that really is close knit and very accepting.
Let me just stop it there, guys.
Yep. And let's stop it right there too. Shit. All right. Let's get here. And Second Ezra 16. It reads. Damn, what was that? What was that? Verse 21. It says, but behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case. Okay. At one point in time, okay, things were cheap. Some things are still somewhat kind of cheap. Okay, because some people are still able to afford it. You see them, they buy things in bulk. You know, you're still seeing people with large baskets of food. But you see, they think themselves to be in good case. You see the people in the store, they laughing, smiling, still giggling. But you got somebody on the other side is only able to afford maybe $10 worth of something, but you got a whole grocery cart full of food. That's getting ready to stop. Everybody think they're in a good case because they can still be able to buy certain things, but the time is coming to where you're not gonna be able to afford a damn thing. You're gonna have women out here fucking selling their bucks for just a small bag of rice. This is the times we coming into. It says, and even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. This is where we are heading. It's gonna be a lot of shooting, a lot of deleting, a lot of people going up into stores, a lot of people going into people's houses, taking their goods. famine, that manufactured famine, it's going to be a shortage of food. They're already getting a task force for the people concerning with the National Guard. They say it's going to be ready by what? I believe it was March. So be ready for things to kick off soon. Because they're putting everything in place and everything in order. They said what, January 31st, it was going to be another government shutdown. It says, and great confusion. It's going to be a lot of confusion, a lot of people not knowing what to do, a lot of people not knowing where to go, what to do. All right, because it's going to be a time of uncertainty, a time of uncertainty. It says, for many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine. Telling you it's going to be a drought. There's not going to be no way for people to get food. That's how severe it's going to get. It says, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. There's going to be a lot of people out here. There's going to be a lot of taking, deletion, and deletions going on. People running up into people's houses, taking their goods, and we're going to get that. It's the book of Second Ezra 15. Oh, it's let me see, 15. Salah, let me get it. 15. Yep. Second Ezra 15 and verse 18. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. The time of Jacob's trouble. If it's Jacob's trouble, it's going to be everybody else's trouble as well. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, see, but shall destroy their houses with the sword. The modern day sword is what? Yeah. Yo pum pum. All right. Yo pistola. Yo stick. You know, the different terminology that they got out here, man. It says, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. So niggas gonna be going in, busting through your shit, taking your wife, your kids probably, taking your resources, whatever you got. They're gonna take your clothes. They may take the clothes off your back. They may take your shoes. They're gonna take your food. They're gonna take your water. They're gonna take everything in the pantry. May get to the point they may just take over your house and throw you out of it. And that's written in the scriptures. This is the times we coming into, man. When you see job losses, you're gonna see an economy that's gonna be failing even much more. Okay, and it's gonna be nothing but anarchy. And they have the solution already. They're getting a National Guard set up, ready for you. They got a separate task force. They got the ICE agents, FBI. They got everything lined up, especially for Jake. They can easily get Jake for sedition. You see them, they all online. That was a whole psyop. Oh man, I'm finna go inside Walmart and I'm finna go take this. I'm finna go down there with my cousin Day Day, Ray Ray. Come on. All this is on camera. All this is on camera. Who you think they finna gear all of this towards to? You Israelites, you so-called blacks, Latinos, Native American Indians. As you're seeing the this place America crumble, just know that it is to your demise if you do not repent and return back into Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. All right. The time is coming. All right. The doors are closing. The time of mercy. Okay. It's a Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is getting to the point where he's about to stop talking. Well, we getting closer and closer. All right. So, a repent. Okay. And return back into the Lord. All right. So, a Lord willing, this lesson was edifying out there to you, Akim. Well, I want to give all honors and infinite praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who taught us his truth and who rule well. Peace and safety and salutations that they're to you sincere and you hopeful elect. Scattered abroad across the four winds of this earth. All right, I'm your fellow servant, Mother Akia. Shalom.